Welcome back to Live at the Hive. I'm Janice Jokkel, your host, and I am so excited to have our next guest. A community connector she is, and we are going to learn about her journey, her awesome business that she has, and some words of wisdom. So welcome. So tell us what you do, what's your name, tell us all about you.
My name is Cullen. My business is functional nutrition. I've been a nurse for 31 years, and I've always wanted to start my own business, and I fell into this functional nutrition when I realized that a lot of people are living longer with chronic diseases, but they're not living well, and they're suffering needlessly. And the way the new business model, the medical model is right now, people aren't getting help. You have the doctors spend like 15 minutes seeing their patients. They don't have time to get into the details of what's going on with the patient. They ask what their symptoms are, and they give them a pharmaceutical. And then they'll say, we'll see you in 3 months. Well, if the medication's not working or still not getting help, they end up in the emergency room. So what functional nutrition kind of does is it kind of looks for root causes. It backs things up, looking for everything that's related to your health, all the epigenetics. So it's mind, body, spirit, sleep, mood, poop, traumas, stressors, vitamin deficiencies, toxicities. Everything is accounted and everything matters. And so you get to the root causes of everything. So we have found that stressors cause chronic inflammation, and chronic inflammation is the cause of all disease. So,
chronic inflammation? Really? Okay. And what you're saying is food triggers that, or stress triggers that?
Both.
Okay.
Both. So everybody thinks it's just, when you talk about, I kind of hate that it's called functional nutrition, because they're like, oh, you got to put me on a diet. But it's not. Nutrition plays a big part in it, right? 70% of your immune system is located in your gut. So if you have poor digestive health, a lot of times you get sick a lot. Yeah.
So how do you help how do you help a client? Like if I have inflammation and my hands are swollen and my feet are swollen and I don't feel well and I've got grogginess going on, foggy head, like what are those steps? How can I, like, if I don't want to go to the doctor because I've already done all that, I've already had the food testing and the allergy testing and all of that, and they said, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. And I know there's something wrong with me.
Exactly. You're exactly the client that I see.
So what does that look like? How do you see me? Do I come to your office? Do you see me on a computer? Like, what does that look like?
The beautiful thing is you can do either.
Okay.
Like I have clients out of state.
Okay.
Now, but if they're local, I kind of want to meet them the first time,
sure,
and develop a rapport and trust. But how it works, it can be done all through the computer. You don't are on phone. So I send you an email with 7 different attachments, and there are a bunch of questions you've probably never even thought about before about your health. So it digs really deep. It's probably going to take you 2 to 3 hours to answer these questions.
Okay.
I review the questions before our first assessment, and I look for patterns and triggers and when things started. Be interesting when you had a really traumatic last year or a lot of stressors in it, how it manifests as stress and disease in your body. So you figure out when it happened and where your inflammation's coming from, and then we try to limit the inflammation, get the inflammation down, and treat what we see where the problem is.
So what does that treatment look like? Am I eating certain foods? Am I taking a pill? What is that treatment look like?
I do not specify what people eat or not eat, but I do put you on something called a little bit of a detox, which there are non-negotiables. So non-negotiables are food that cause high inflammation, or known to cause high inflammation in the body. So 2 big ones that you've heard about over the years is dairy, and the huge one is sugar.
Okay.
High sugar, right? So you need to really detox off of sugar, which causes inflammation, right? That's a root cause for most everybody. It's in everything. So you're just making better food selections for yourself. And I limit that up to you. I leave that up to you, right? As far as that. But there are things that I want you to take out and then see how you feel. And then when you introduce them back into your body, you'll know after the detox, because you'll feel awful after it, right? And you'll be like, okay, now I know I can't eat that food anymore. You know?
Yeah. Interesting. And so how long is a patient's journey with you? What does that journey look like? Am I coming to you for a day? Am I coming to you like on a monthly basis? What does that journey look like?
Okay, so the first assessment to go over, dig really deep into your history and what's going on with you is probably about 2 hours. That first interview is 2 hours. After that, I go home, and after all the answers that you've given to me, I pull out my books, I pull out my stuff, and I tailor a protocol just for you. There's no cookie cutter or anything. Everybody is different. Everybody's epigenetics are different. And that includes a lot of vitamins. People are very vitamin deficient nowadays. So vitamins and or herbal supplements, natural supplements to replace sometimes conventional medicine, where they're like, this medicine makes me sick. I don't want to take this cholesterol med. It's not working for me. I feel terrible that I'm on it. Is there something else I can do? I also have a therapeutic supplementation certificate, so I'm kind of learning a lot of natural herbs to put people on to keep them calm, decrease their inflammation, help with their cholesterol, help with some of the issues that they're having. There are natural remedies out there that have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over thousands of years.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you live here in Medina?
I do.
How long have you been here?
I was born and raised here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I ask this question often. What's the legacy you're going to leave behind?
Well, I'm hoping to leave, my vision is to be like part of a wellness center, and wellness that incorporates everything, like we talked about mind, body, and spirit. So, yoga and acupuncture and other disciplines that unfortunately right now aren't carried by insurance, but hopefully we're moving toward that line. And that's why people don't seek these things out. They're just like, I need them, but it's not covered by insurance. So to be part of that and to help people be their best selves, help them to live a healthier lifestyle. The interesting thing is some of these people that are coming toward me are just like my husband says, this is just another path. You're just going to get another couple pills. You're going to take them 2 weeks and you're going to put them on the shelf and they're just going to gather dust like the rest of this stuff, right? But the issue is they don't know where to begin. They don't know what's wrong. They don't know how to start. And then after the process, I do monthly follow-ups. So I also have a health coach certificate. So I coach them along the process. I'm your biggest cheerleader.
Okay.
And if you fall off the bandwagon for a day or a couple of days, we're human. It happens. I went to this wedding and I drank all this alcohol and all this cake and I feel terrible and let's just start next year. No, you had one bad day.
Yeah.
It's just a reset,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, good.
So
the show is called Words of Wisdom on Wednesday. So what are you going to leave our viewers today with the words of wisdom?
Well, the biggest thing is if you treat your body like a temple, right? You're very conscious of what your choices are. You're in charge, and people always want to blame their health on somebody else. You're in charge. You just want to do baby steps to change your lifestyle. You didn't get sick overnight. You're not going to get well overnight. So just being conscious and treat your body like a temple and it will respond. Your body is amazing at recuperating from different things and inflammation and disease. It can turn itself around. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Well, how can somebody get a hold of you if one of our viewers really needs to? They're just at their wit's end and you're so kind and you are so knowledgeable at what you do. How can our viewers get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me through my website. My website is myfunctionalhealing.com. And there's information on there that we talked about. And the other thing is by phone. So my phone number is 330-635-9899.
Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and we will see the next Community Connector here at Live at the Hive. Toodles!